Hello, Debrix here, back with another video. Today we're reviewing the 71790, the Imperium Dragon Hunter Hound. It comes with 198 pieces. Recommended H's for 6 plus. From the Ninjago Dragon's Rising sub-theme. Just go over the box art. This looks really nice. It looks really nice. It reminds me of the Realm of Madness, honestly. And there is Imperium in the background, but yeah, there's gonna be a little bit of spoilers in here. Just gonna say that right now. Might be a little bit. And in the set, you get Lloyd, Jay, and Imperium Claw General. And you will see on my copy, I did add one of the extra pieces, but I won't go into that yet. Here's the top of the box, the minifigures of a set, and a 1-to-1 scale with Lloyd. Then on the back, you have the Imperium Claw Hunter Hound, or the Fotac, pouncing on the ninja. And we have Jay trying to fight it off and Lloyd fighting, the Claw General. Then on the bottom you have the UPC and all that. Alright, now for the instructions, you have the LEGO Ninjago Dragon's Rising set instructions. You have 71790 with the set number. The render with the Fotac or the Imperium Hunter Hound. Then you have Lloyd and Jay on the instructions with their katanas. There's no art in here at all, but here's the parts count at the back. And we do have one Dragon's Rising ad, and it's for the smaller sets of the wave. I'm just missing 2, the 4 plus, and then, well, 3 technically, the 2 4 plus sets and the Zane's Spinjitzu car. And building ends at I would say page 63. Then on page 64, you have the full set together. Personally, I'm not a fan of these instructions. I mean, they feel decent for what they are, but, I'm not a fan of this, basic material, I would say. I mean, it looks nice to a degree, but, they should have gave it, Realm of Madness, the box art would say. Front or back would have been nice, because you're paying these guys to make, you're paying your employees to make, box art for you. Why not do the same thing with the instructions? I would go the extra mile, and plus you're paying it for premium for this. Alright, so with the Hunter Hound itself, I'll take out the minifigure just to get it done and over with. Alright, so starting off with the Imperium Hunter Hound, you have this new piece. I have mentioned this in my Heatwave Transforming Lava Dragon review, which will be posted either today or tomorrow. But we have this new piece for the eyes, which is printed on. The eyes are printed, but this is a full new piece for this section right here. In the middle is just a plain generic Lego piece. And you have these 2 spike pieces that were introduced in the Mastered Mountain Wave, just in orange instead of green. Then you have these ears, which are pretty simple, but it gets a point across so that's a wolf. I really wish that the connector pieces was black and not dark gray. But, I mean, it works to a degree, but I would say black would have worked a lot better. You have some golden armor shells for the neck and on the sides of the neck, and on a little bit on the back. And you have some golden armor plate, mainly Evo joints. Evo, core / Evo, now discontinued for Ninjago, but those types of joints on here, along with a core shoulder pad, which I don't mind too much, but they could have just made this literally with ingots or something like that, or just pieces, and I would have been fine. It would have warranted the price more. $20, so I'm not going to go too rough into it because it's only $20. But yeah, and the same things on the other side. I do like how the claws are made. This kind of reminds me of some of the dragons and some of the creatures in Ninjago. Some of them have feet like these. And, dragons have some of these designs too with the feet. I will say, also, I forgot to mention this with the front. I do like this piece right here. The rock texturing, it really gives that wolf vibe, I would say. And you can see there's an Evo joint right here. Personally, I'm not a fan of those, so that might deduct some points, because it's you could have had some ball joints in here. That would have been really nice, personally. But considering they didn't do that, it's kind of lame in my opinion. Then we get on to the middle of the torso. There's a small gap because it doesn't go in all the way. But I would say in the show, this is pretty accurate to the show. I would say this is like this. Okay, I would say that this is a little bit too slim, but not that slim. And then you have two spikes right here from the Hero Factory line and Bionicle. This is the part I was talking about with the extra piece. So this part, this lightsaber hilt in gold, was an extra piece. I plopped it on here just to make it more complete. That's the only modification I did to this set. None of the pieces were changed because, like, if you were to put this on here, it would have a huge gap. So, like, I might as well just put the extra pieces on, one of the extra pieces on, and just call it, like, make it completer. You have a sticker on the back of this for a continuation of the fur and the metal patterns. The Imperium metal patterns with, black and yellow. For the tail, it's just made with mixable ball joints and some rock detailing patterns. But it looks really nice for a wolf tail, I would say. It's just the same on both sides, and it has some dark red in the middle. And you have some sticker detailing right here, as I said earlier, with gray, red, and, black and yellow. Alright, so for hind legs, it's exactly the same. The feet are exactly the same on all four sides. It's just, like this has a different angle. But the hind legs are made a really nice technique, I would say. It kind of reminds me of the Cole's Earth Dragon Evo. Yes, I have built that. But that'll be a future review. You do have some, like fur detailing right there too. And for the legs, you just have some smooth things for the thigh area. And you have some dark red in there for the Imperium color scheme. Oh, I forgot to mention this. On the flag, you have the Imperium logo in dark red. Well, gold and mixed gold and dark red and orange, which actually looks quite nice if you ask me. And you can take this off and put it with the minifigure. But personally, I like this. I like it on the set itself because it makes it more complete. Because it looks like an average Hound without it. Because like in this show, this is supposed to be an indestructible being. Indestructible object. So I personally want to keep this on here because it's a part of it. Even in the show, it's a part of it. But yeah. Let's get on to articulation. Alright, for the articulation of the Imperium Hunter Hound, you can move its head back and forth, full 360. For the legs, you can bend them back and forth, and roughly 360. It is a little hindered because of this fur patch right here. Then for the back, hind legs, you can splay them out like this, and splay them down like this. Really nothing much besides going up and down, and the feet are just on your standard ball joint. And as you saw earlier, the tail is on the standard ball joint too, as you can just go around 360. But yeah, let's get on to minifigures. Hey y'all, Future Debrix here. So, in this set you get, like, in the Imperium Hunter Hound, or the Photak Hound, you get Lloyd, Jay, and the Imperium Claw General. So these are free minifigures that come in the set. Jay is more rare than the others. The other only set he comes in, I think, is either the Temple and the Empress Mech, or just the Empress Mech set. This guy, I think he comes in a little bit more than he needs to, because, like, this is a Claw General, not a Claw Hunter. We should have got more Claw Hunters, in my opinion. Lloyd, you need him. He's the main star. He's not main star, but he's the master of a new generation of ninja. So yeah. Now let's get on. Now we've had the context out of the way. Let's get on to the review of the minifigures. All right, just so everyone knows, I have reviewed this Lloyd minifigure before in great detail. Just know that, like, the armor piece and headpiece are brand new. You get a brand new face print for Dragon's Rising. You have an energized face print. Let me take off these swords. And you have a more stern face print. It looks kind of like the Island one, just without the face markings, in my opinion. I saw a lot of people doing that, like removing the face markings. Now we officially have a Lego variant of it, I'd say. The head, as you can see here, he has some energy patterns on his mask and his average Lloyd angry expression. We have the Lloyd face print, 2 new expressions. I'd say this is a modified expression more than anything, because this looks a lot like the Island face. And for the front, you have Lloyd's energized face print with the angry expression from the 2017 Ninjago movie sets. Also, you get this brand new Dragon's Rising armor piece. This is quite good, I would say, but I would say we don't use the mask that much, so I advise if you want to, like, modify this, It's really up to you. I mean, like, if you want to complete the suits, you can take these masks off because they barely use it in the show at this current moment in time. And it's really hard to, pose the faces, but I mean, it looks good when it's complete. You do have a ZX add-on to the back. Kind of like the Prime Empire ones, but not entirely. So we have a nice hard plastic. Here's all the Lego information. Okay, now with the torso printing and leg printing. So going to slight overview, you have a Lloyd symbol right here, 2 gold dragon symbols, well, dragon claps, along with some lighter green in the shirt and the belt. Then you have 2 golden triangles right here. You have dark green for the legs and the toes. A little bit more belt and sash pattern. I really don't know. It's like mix of the shirt and the, waist area. Then on the back you have a Dragon's Rising Lloyd symbol. In my opinion, this might be the dragon that, like potentially offs of a ninja in the show. Because, like, in Lloyd's vision, I don't know if it's a future vision or if it's like, just a vision of a nightmare. It could be like a future vision, I'd say, because, if Dragon's Rising ends up living up to the hype, I'd say this has really good potential. Collecting all the cores will cause one of these dragons to pop up, and they'll have to fight one of them at a time. But yeah, that's off topic. You have nice energy patterns around here. I really do like how it looks. You have a nice gold shiny print with the core in the middle. No arm printing. But I mean, this is really detailed and it looks really, really nice. Things up a bit, we have the Imperium Claw General. This is one of the main, this is a secondary in command, I would say. Not really secondary, like mainly the third in command, I would say. They're not as high as Rapton or Roz, but at the same time, they're generals. These guys are pretty strict in the show, I will say that, honestly. They show no freaking mercy. Okay, that's really off topic, but for this minifigure, you have the Imperium Claw Hunter. Yeah, the Imperium Claw Hunter head. Instead of molded in gold, it's in black. That's about it. I do like the beetle texturing and the beetle patterns. It looks quite nice in my opinion. And you do get 2 teeth at the bottom. For his accessory, Imperium Blade. That can also be used as a blaster if you hold it from this angle. But this is attached to a golden staff piece that has been used since Master Wu since 2011. The face print is exactly the same as the Ninjago Heatwave Transforming Lava Dragon, like Claw Hunter minifigure. So I'm not going to go too much into detail on that, but just know that there's some nice, it's really, really detailed, and there's some nice gold patterns on here mixed with the gold. This is my first time reviewing this minifigure. Please cut me some slack. But yeah, I have reviewed the Claw Hunter. That one's really nice, I'd say. It's an army builder, and it looks really nice. Piece, you have this black armor plate, which is really nice, I would say. I would say be careful with putting these together. Lego's using a new plastic. It's a mix of, I wouldn't say it's gummy, but also wouldn't say it's high quality either. These things crack more than the old ones, trust me. But yeah, you have a little back attachment where you can place a clip or anything you desire. And this armor is quite nice, I would say that, honestly. Like, I did see some people online using this armor for the Golden Master before he was, like, fully golden. So that looks nice. But yeah, it's just the Imperium armor, just in black. There's only a few minifigures that has this. And for this torso, it's the same as Rapton's. I will be reviewing Rapton in a bit, so we're going to go into detail with this one. But yeah, you have some wires around here with the orange pattern, some dark red, some orange, some gold, armor plating. Present armor, but it looks like, as my buddy Gentlest Page has said, this looks like a lot like Iron Man armor. You have some toe printing, some leg printing, really detailed, like thigh printing too. You get belt printing with some more orange highlights and some golden highlights on the legs. And on the side, you just have gold arms, no arm printing. And on the back, it's really detailed too. I'd say you got more of his armor shelling, armor plating that's really detailed. You can see this, and this is insane. Like Lego went all out with this wave, I would say. You have some gray in here for the sides, and you do have some black and orange. But yeah, this is a really good minifigure, I'd say. Like, of course, this is used with Rapton. Even the armor piece is used with Rapton. So that might deduct this a little bit, but these are army builders. Next off here, we have is Jay, Master of Lightning. As you can see here, I have not reviewed this minifigure. He comes in quite expensive sets, like usual, but I should have expected that. He has the same armor piece and headpiece as Lloyd, just in blue. But all the printing is different. He comes with 2 golden katanas. I forgot to mention that with Lloyd. But they come with 2 gold katanas. But yeah, I'm gonna show you what it looks like without the mask, and I'll be right back. Just merge Jay without the armor. As you can see here, he has his symbol in gold. He's using a mix of dark blue and average blue, I would say. He has some lightning elements on his, clasps up here. He's using a mix of a core yellow, I would say. He has some straps on his legs. And it's basically the same as Lloyd's, just except he has a J symbol and he has more lightning detailing on the front. You do get a new angry J expression, which I really appreciate, because like originally we just had the, really awkward J expression. Now we have one that fits more of J when, like Nia's captured or something like that, where he looks more very angry, I would say. It works a lot better than the stern face we got from the Ninjago movie. I hope they reuse this more. We got some freckles on his face, some brown eyebrows. And yeah, that's it for the front. Now onto the back. You have him smirking, which really fits his character. I don't know if he will appear in Dragon's Rising or not, considering what's been going on X/Twitter. Like, people have been asking Doc Wyatt, and like he hasn't said anything about Jay, honestly. We know Cole's gonna be in part 2, but we don't know about Jay. But yeah. On his mask, you have some lightning patterns, yellow eyes. And personally, I would like to have, dark blue eyes, because, blue ninja, he shouldn't have that much yellow. He shouldn't even have yellow at all, but this is a good mix between yellow and blue. And Jay always has blue lightning, so even from the very beginnings, he had blue lightning. I don't know why we keep trying to, force yellow into him. But yeah. You have another dragon, like Lloyd's, with a core in the middle. And you have lightning patterns on the sides of a dragon. Then you have some more dark blue detailing. It's not much, but it really fits. No arm printing. And he's using dark blue hands, too. So let's put this figure together and rate the set. Alright, so how would I rate the 71790, the Imperium Hunter Hound? / the Photak from LEGO Ninjago Dragon's Rising. I mean, for his build itself, I would say it's pretty good. Especially with modern LEGO standards. Because, we're using the core Evo joints, which I do not like. Because, we're using core Evo joints, I'll take down 1 point, because that limits creativity, and, stuff like that. And another point I'll take off for is, it's going to knock down some minifigures, but, this right here, the middle section, that is so sloppily made. And so, you're paying a premium for this product. You would expect to, have this part connect to this part, kind of like the Earth Evo Dragon. But no, it is actually just like thin piece. I understand that wolves are skinny, but they're not this freaking skinny, dude. I understand this is based off a kid's show, and it's like, oh, it's a product based off a toy. Based off a TV show. Yes, but LEGO has shown in the past they can create cool products without, compromising anything. Posability, articulation, they've been way too hell-bent on that, honestly. If we can't get posable Ninjago sets, at least make Ninjago 18+ sets. Seriously, we haven't had villains in years. If you want to count 2022, but that one was a flop, I would say. Mostly. If you don't want to count 2022 with Crystallized, we basically had, little to no villain stuff. And Lego keeps dropping the ball on it. I don't know if it's intentional or not, but this should have been like a $30 set and had a little bit more budget put into it. And the Zane set should have been like a $20 set. Because personally, we're getting way too much hero vehicles, and it's really burning us out. We deserve more villain stuff. Personally, it doesn't look bad. Don't get me wrong; it does not look bad at all. All right, as I was saying, personally, with the thinness of the body, I would not recommend this set. But like, we have to buy these just to show Lego we need more villain stuff. We haven't had villain stuff in like 2 years. Technically, crystallized. This is an August set, even though it's been a full year. If you don't count this one, our last in-show villain wave was Sons of Garmadon. We have only been getting 1 or 2 villain sets. Like nothing else besides that. Even if it's highly villain based, we only get like 1 or 2 sets. We should get more than just 1 or 2 sets. Yes, the ninja are popular, but like Ninjago was based off villain builds and their creativity. We shouldn't be having this issue with Lego deciding, hey, the ninja sell well. We might as well just milk them as much as possible and not give, like any villains time to shine. But yeah, I would say the prints and the stickers are really, really nice. They do match really, really well. The minifigures in the set, this one is pretty common. Jay's decently hard to find, so I'd say get him for Jay. Get it for Jay. Lloyd is pretty easy to find, but he is one of the highly main characters in this season. And Jay, we don't even know if he's going to be in the show yet. Like, he could be dead for all we know, honestly. But, like, personally, I do respect Lego if he's not in the show for giving us a Jay variant, considering how we didn't get a Digi Zane. I'm not going to harp on that, considering we got a Detective Zane, but we should have got Digi Zane, in my opinion. But, yeah. So, overall, I would give this set an 8 out of 10. It looks really, really nice, don't get me wrong. Personally, there's just a few flaws with it. It's like, you can barely even move the legs. You can only move this back and forth. I'm going to change that 8 out of 10. 7.5 out of 10. No, just 7 out of 10. Because, these can only move back and up and down. You can't move them back and forth. You can't even move them at all. There's no ball joints like these up here. If you're using ball joints up here, you should use it for the back too, just to create more, posability. Because personally, they're using the same thing as the Cole's Evo Dragon. And personally, I'm not a fan of that. Lego needs to go back to her roots and just stop using this crappy Evo joints and just start using real pieces instead of just pre-molded / prefab pieces. Because personally, I see that as being cheap and lazy. But yeah, that's it for my review of the 71790, the Imperium Hunter Hound. Sorry, this one was kind of negative and all over the place. The Heatwave Transforming Lava Dragon should be more positive if that gets released after this or before this. But yeah, I want to thank you all very much for watching. If you're interested in seeing those reviews, I'll be making a LEGO Reviews playlist 2023 soon. But yeah, if you're interested in seeing more reviews, let me know in the comments below. And like, comment, and subscribe if you're interested. Trying to get to 500. I've been stuck in a downward spiral and people troll subscribing. So if you want to subscribe, I'll really greatly appreciate it. Customs are still in the works too. I would post a DBC custom update on that, and then after that, we might be seeing a collection update. Because it's been forever since I've done one of those. At least probably like 3 to 4 months. Technically, but we're entering a new era of Dead Bricks, a reboot. And next time, I won't remove my videos. But yeah, so what I'm going to do... Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. What I'm going to do is, when I have a new set, I'm going to review it right away. Then schedule it. Then we're going to review an older set, newer set, older set, until I run out. We're not reviewing everything in my collection. I have a lot of missing parts, a lot of stuff I need to find. But yeah. I'm rambling. I'm just going to say bye now. Thank you all so much. I really do greatly appreciate it. And yeah, bye.